Hey Virgos, how y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of this general reading here. We're going to start off with some animal energy and get right into the cards. So in your meditation, it was fascinating actually. In your meditation, I was hearing this song. A lot of you might not know this song. It's from when I was a youngin'. It's called Could by Brian McKnight. And some of the lyrics are, could this forever be the one for me this time? And I saw you guys walking down a path, and I saw you guys with like a shopping cart, like you get at the grocery store. And I saw all of these, they were in the form of blocks, but I got the image that it was like choices, options, directions, very full cart. And you were just picking this, could this be the one? Could this be the one? Could this be the one? And then your shopping cart was so full, and then you pull up to the checkout line, and it was like one item only. And it was the only line there was, so you just had to choose one. And I saw you, instead of like rummaging through, you held your hand up over all of the items in your basket, and one just magnetized your hand, and you were like, okay, it's this one. So you could be at a time where you're just thinking like, what's right for me? Like, which is the right one? It could be person, direction, career, whatever that is. But that's what I was getting for you guys in your meditation. It was very cool. Okay, so what's the animal energy for Virgo? Oh, yes. Wait, we got two. Oh, whoa. Guys, okay, I cannot with this because you got the beaver and the otter. These are two of, okay, first of all, they're very similar energies, which I absolutely love. I absolutely love this. They're both associated with the water. The beaver, let's start with these are so similar. I love it. The beaver is about being able to enjoy oneself when the work is done. At the end of the day, knowing that you did everything that you could within your power to set those, points of direction in motion, setting those intentions in motion, knowing that you did everything that you could, and then you can have fun and enjoy yourself. That's what the beaver is about, which is actually lining up really well because I've said this before. I know a lot of Virgos. My two best friends are Virgos. And something that I have observed about Virgos over time is that y'all have the most fun when you feel that you've accomplished what you needed to accomplish for the day, for the week, for whatever that is. It's that you guys have a beautiful balance of like getting the work done and then play. It's really beautiful. Then you have the otter, which is a super playful energy. Like, do you see the otter's like, hey, do you want to come play with me? So I'm getting right off the bat here an innocence and just happiness that this is going to be about work and play, right? Maybe something about that choice that I saw for you guys had to do with work optionality or work versus play. Feeling confident in the work that you've done. Really nice. Okay. I am using a new deck today. I went on a yearly spiritual pilgrimage to a place called Lilydale in upstate New York. It's a spiritualist community, and they have a lot of beautiful, gorgeous spiritual goodies for sale. And so I got this new deck. It's the Alice in Wonderland deck, so I'm really excited to use it. Let's see what's going on for Virgos, or second half of what's going on. Solar plexus and throat chakra feel especially important for you, along with the heart chakra. Okay, make sure those are in balance. I just got shivers. The Magician, do you love? So the Magician is very much about action, right? Very, very much about action. The Magician is very, obviously it's a masculine energy. So it's which is aligning really nicely with the beaver. Okay, do you see how these are depicted with the sword, the cup, the wand, and the pentacle? Do you see how this kind of feels like choices and optionality? It feels like you're being called to take action on the path before you. But in order to take action, you must first discern the highest and best path, right? You got to know where you're going before you can set out on that yellow brick road, pretty much. But this is about being proactive and taking action. I feel like some of you guys have been in a place coming in here where it's like, this or that, or is it this and that, or is it more emphasis on this? But it feels like you are being called and going to be given allowances to incorporate more play into and around the work. And I'm hearing this, that when you are doing work or with people in relationships, whatever that is, that are aligned with your soul purpose or members of your soul family, even work will feel like play. Okay? I'm hearing that for you. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Okay, ready? Okay, I can't with this. It's so good. We got the High Priestess. First of all, you have 3 major arcanas here coming off the top. Major arcanas denote fated events. If a minor comes up and you don't like it, you can change it. So with these destined events here, this is just another way of Spirit saying you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Feel the need to say that. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Now listen, you got 2 counterparts here. The High Priestess is the feminine form or the feminine counterpart to the Magician's masculine energy. How beautiful. Now, the Magician is about giving, moving forward, taking action. High Priestess is about receiving. Okay? This is about tapping in with your intuition to discern what is otherwise not discernible in the light of day or from a, just a mental sphere. Or from an egoic sphere, you could even say. Look at Alice here. She is looking at a vision of her future self. That's what she's doing, right? So I feel like for you guys, taking a bird's eye view, right? Having that aerial perspective that you can really only get, well, not only, but you can most effectively achieve, most quickly achieve through meditation, through being quiet, is going to be just the tonic for you, right? And I feel like that's the metaphor of when I said that you had your hand over the shopping cart and then one of the items just like magnetized to your hand for the 1 item checkout line. I feel like that's what the High Priestess is going to do for you. Because it does feel like you have a lot of choices or optionality, maybe some mental tension or confusion around here. You've got counterpoints here. So I'm hearing an equal, to take an equal approach and have an equal parts, giving and receiving, right? Excuse me, giving and receiving, both, which look at this. We've also got this mirrored here too. The beaver's about work and the otter's about play, okay? Then you've got the Lovers, which is about choices in love, right? But also it's about whatever choice that you make that comes from what? Your heart chakra. Oh, and I mentioned the heart chakra, didn't I? Whatever choice that you make that comes from your heart, because the heart is the only organ or chakra, well, not chakra, but the only organ and part of your body that cannot and will not lie to you. Have you ever been lied to before or presented with a mistruth and your head was like, well, maybe it's true because your ego wanted to believe it, but your heart was like, this is not true. The heart, it will never steer you wrong as long as you make your choices coming from your heart. And I feel the need to go back and say again that when the work that you do is aligned with your soul's purpose, meaning why you are down here, right? Even the hardest work will feel like play, okay? You've got the Magician and the High Priestess and the Lovers. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now, and these choices that you're being called to make are divinely sent, and because of that, there is divine guidance here for you. All you have to do is ask for it, right? But I'm hearing that also your decision-making process and your intuition, they're showing me the image of the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. Almost said Lord of the Rings. The Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. And when he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so rusty, can you come and oil joints? The oil to your joints right now is play. The oil to your joints right now is play. Okay, recreational activities, whatever that is for you, anything that gets you out of that mental sphere, because you guys are naturally hard workers. Okay, period. You have that. You don't have to be in a mind space of like, oh, I got to do more. Oh, I got to work harder. No, work smarter, not harder, is what I'm hearing too. That old cliche. Okay, I feel like for you guys right now, insist on play like you do work. Because there's going to be a revelation. You're going to be in this process of like playing and like, wow, what is this feeling? I'm in the vortex. I look up and 5 hours have passed. What was I doing? Can I somehow incorporate that feeling into work or line of work, right? You might be thinking about a different line of work. Okay, but you are in manifestation mode. That much is clear. You've got the Magician and the High Priestess and the Lovers. Okay, let's get a clarifier for the Magician. Virgo came to play today. Queen of Wands to clarify the Magician. Now, the Queen of Wands is fabulous because, remember, the Wands rule artistry, passion, drive, forward movement, and direction. So I like how it's linking up with the Magician here. The Queen of Wands is really good, and I love that she came up in this context because she's really good at giving and receiving. Not all the queens are like that. She is really good at giving and receiving, just like the Queen of Pentacles is. Those are the two that I feel like are pretty equal in giving and receiving. This is also about, see how, the Mama Snake here is protecting all of those eggs, then you've got it with the Magician. And do you see how she's got a bunch of these? It's really lining up with that meditation that I saw for you guys. I'm really hearing that sticking with something, whether it's a job, a relationship, a home where you live, a pattern, a routine, whatever that is for you, sticking with it just because it's familiar is not going to benefit you moving forward. You're being asked to shed this skin and step into something new. Now, this something new can be something that you've been brewing on for quite some time, but have yet to take the active steps around to manifest. I do have a feeling for some of you that is very, very true. Where it's like, oh, I've been thinking about doing this new job or starting this new project or, ringing up this old friend that I used to, make art with, whatever it is for you, right? I feel like you're being called to step into the newness right now, be the fool and make that, leap of faith. You're supported by the divine right now. And as long as you make this decision from your heart chakra and your intuition, you will not go wrong. It's our ego that can screw things up. Okay, let's get a clarifier for the High Priestess. I can't. Okay. So you got the Page of Cups here, which I absolutely love. Guess what? Page of Cups is about doing what you love. Yep. It can also be, an offer, an opportunity of anything involving, the emotions, the heart chakra, all of those things. And see how the chakras are depicted here, although they're in reverse, starting with the root and then going downwards towards the crown. I feel like you guys are pretty grounded in the root chakra, pretty grounded in the physical. I'm hearing to pay more attention right now. See how the heart chakra starts at the green solar plexus? I'm hearing to pay more attention to the upper chakras right now. As earth signs, you guys, you don't necessarily struggle as much with being grounded. Lucky duck. I'm an air sign, so hello. The struggle is real with that. But I'm here. This is about things that you love, offers of love, new opportunities that absolutely activate your heart chakra and fulfill your emotional needs. Okay? Again, with the High Priestess, really tune in to discern what do you love more than anything? What do you do that steps you into that vortex energy? And remember, this is a page. So this is newness. This is starting, something new. It could have been on your mind for a while. Could have been something you tried before and then kind of let go. Something that you're afraid to do, something that you're telling yourself you're not good enough to do or could never feasibly happen. Tap into your intuition and identify what is the fear monster and what is the divine truth. What's the fear monster speak and what is the divine truth speak? Okay? Get a clarifier for the lover, this Gemini energy here. Whew. Nice. I love it. I love it, I love it. Okay, so we got the Seven of Pentacles here to clarify the lovers. So, repping your earth sign selves here. The Seven of Pentacles is about being patient, darlings. It's also trusting that the seeds that you've sown will bear fruit. Here's what I'm hearing. This choice that you're going to make or that you're being called to make, you don't have to do anything, but the choice that you're being presented with to make to really follow the origin point of that vortex energy, meaning what do you do when 5 hours pass and you look up, or you're doing something, you look up 5 hours have passed, how to monetize that, how to make that your reality. And there's a difference between doing a job and looking at the clock every 5 minutes and then doing a job where you look up and it's the end of the day and you forgot to take a lunch break because you just love what you do. And I feel like you're being called to really investigate, identify, and take a leap of faith towards what you truly love and are here to do. The Seven of Pentacles is saying, please don't expect a quick result around this. Don't expect to come to this realization and the Magician, poof, it's going to happen. You're going to get this offer. You're going to get this. No. First, you have to clear the blockages around this. First, you have to get clear on what it is before you can make steps towards it. And then just trust. If you're making that decision from your heart chakra, that it will take some time to formulate, right? It's like that slow cooker, that crock pot. You got to put all the ingredients in first and then let it do its thing. It will come to you. It will not be immediate. The question is, can you stay within the joy and feeling of it while you wait? Is it worth the wait? If your first response to me saying, is it worth the wait, is yes, then that is it, okay? Beautiful Virgos. Let's get you an oracle. Feeling this one. New oracle deck here too, peoples. The Archangel Gabriel oracle here. I feel like some of you are involved in the creative arts or entertainment, or even being called to step into a position where what you do will have some sort of influence on others, or your art is going to be seen, something like that, okay? Something like that. Don't worry about how you're going to make money at it. Just follow it and believe that you will. Remember, when we take steps towards a divinely guided path, the money always follows, okay? All right, let's get an oracle from a Virgos. Oh, are you joking? Really? I cannot with this. New project. Like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your idea into a reality. Let me say that again for the seats in the back. Like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your idea into a reality. Like a newborn baby and the Queen of Wands. Remember when I pointed out those eggs that she's protecting here? Your actions, Magician, are growing your idea. This is the growing High Priestess into a reality. Lovers, Seven of Pentacles are things that this is reality. These are things that we can see, feel, touch, right? This is it. Your actions, but their first action must be made and taken, okay? Release any fear around this. Release it, I'm hearing to go beyond your perceived limitations, because those limitations, they really are just perceived. They're not real, okay? Be brave. You have a huge opportunity here. You have three major arcanas. You have the Magician, the feminine counterpoint to Magician, the High Priestess, and the Lovers. This is huge. Take this leap of faith and go for it. And then be patient around it. And watch Spirit work. We are being called as a collective to step into what our true soul's purpose is right now. Because of, well, I won't go there, but because of what's going on in the world right now, we are being called to step into our true soul's purpose. To elevate the collective vibration for what is to come. Okay? We're entering into a new era, Age of Aquarius, all that good stuff. So it's time, darlings. Your intuition will show you the way. Gain that bird's eye view for clarity around this and make the decision from your heart chakra. It will never steer you wrong. Hey, my lovely Virgos, this was your second half of August general reading. I so hope that this was of help and resonated with you. If it was and it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. And just thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.